Bob Verlander has been so good here at his last 10, 11 starts. What did you see from him tonight?
You know, you could see right away the velo was down a little bit. I think he might be a little bit on fumes right now. He's been pitching on regular turn. You know, we've been moving him up, out of necessity. But I'll tell you what, he still competes, and he's on his way to potentially pitching his way out of that inning. We end up making an error. Obviously, at that point in time, it was time to go get him with the pitches he had, 4+. But you could see he was ratcheting it up another level like we've seen him a bunch here. And then, unfortunately, we let a run in.
Bob, there were a couple defensive highlights, namely Gilbert's play, but the 2 errors as well as the 2 base running getting thrown out with Bailey and Ramos. Just how would you kind of categorize the fundamental aspects of today?
When you make errors, it doesn't look good. Trying to be a little bit more aggressive on the bases and pushing things. Just trying to take an extra base.
Bob, if you guys happen to be eliminated after Friday's game, did we see Justin Verlander's last start in the San Francisco Giants uniform?
You know what? We're not there yet. We'll talk about that when we get there.
Justice mentioned the play by Gilbert. What did you think of that? When the ball, especially the ball off the bat, did you think he had a shot?
Well, I did this time after the play he made in Arizona. I didn't think he had a chance to make it in Arizona, but this one, when you look up, he's at full tilt, and he covers a lot of ground. I don't know what he covered on that play, but it seemed pretty similar. So, yeah, I thought he had a chance at it.
It's been a pretty small sample size with him just in the outfield generally, but the defensive metrics rate him pretty highly. Just what have you made just watching him on a day-to-day basis cover ground?
Yeah, he's terrific. We knew that going in. I mean, I hadn't played a ton of corner outfield, and he's done a good job in right field here too. So, he's always prepared. You watch him every pitch. It's exhausting, to watch him jump like that on every pitch. But he gets good acceleration off of that, and it's really good. It's elite level.
A few times trying to have to get out of it. Stuff today was not great. Felt a little lethargic out there. Tried to battle through as best I could.
It's a bad point. Maybe feeling a little lethargic and pitching pretty much every turn and getting close to the last month and a half. Just at this point in the season, how are you feeling physically?
Yeah, I've been cracking the whip pretty hard. It's been that time of year, so that takes its toll. But generally been feeling pretty good. This is the first one where I felt like I was a little lethargic. So just got to kind of make sure I focus on my recovery this next time through, and hopefully kind of refresh.
Do you intend to start this weekend regardless of where you guys are at?
I don't see why I wouldn't. As long as I feel okay physically, which I have. It's my job.
What are the signs to you when you're feeling a little lethargic? I mean, specifically?
Really in the bullpen, I could tell. It's just kind of like, I don't know. If anybody is a runner or does anything, like every time you try to do everything you can to maximize your ability to feel as fresh as you can on your given start day. I know what day I'm going to have to pitch. So most of the time that works pretty well. I usually feel pretty consistent. Today for whatever reason, kind of go out in the bullpen and start doing my stuff and just kind of feel like you're moving underwater a little bit. It just doesn't feel as fresh as it does sometimes. And, look, it's not the only time that ever happens. It's one of those things you go out there and try to grind and make the best of it. Unfortunately, it didn't happen for me today.
Does it kind of manifest in velocity, or does it also affect the quality of the stuff?
Mostly velocity, I think. And with that comes a little bit of sometimes you maybe want to probably give a little more effort than you probably normally would to get to a certain number that you feel comfortable with, velocity-wise. So that's one of those things where I really try to tell myself to just stay within yourself and not do too much, which is easier said than done. I think there were a couple times tonight where I try to step on a fastball and sacrifice a little bit of location and it gets hit or whatever. So. But look, that's part of the game. feel 100% every time you check them out, and would have liked to have done a little bit better job tonight.
When you say you feel it when you start your bullpens, is there maybe any time in between the starts, like third day or fourth day, when you maybe might feel like that?
No.
That's never happened before.
It doesn't matter. Third, fourth, it does. Like, I really don't focus on how I feel until the day of, when I go out there and start actually working.
Last weekend you watching Clayton Kershaw retire. What was your impression when you see?
I'm sorry.
Last weekend when you visit Dodger Stadium, you watching Clayton Kershaw was his final game
Gotcha.
at the Dodger Stadium.
Yeah.
What was your impression?
I told Clayton I was happy I was able to be there. Obviously, an incredible pitcher, amazing career, first ballot Hall of Famer. I was happy as a fan of the game to be able to see, to be able to just kind of take that in and watch him. It's also so special that he did 18 years just in LA. You don't get a lot of guys that do that anymore. So kind of to see the celebration of him and his career, I was very happy to witness it.
How frustrating in general was that game for you guys? You jump out ahead and you take a little bit of a bigger lead, and things kind of go wrong from that.
It's one of those games that we shoot that we thought that we should have won. Obviously, we're trying to keep fighting. We're trying to make it to the playoffs. So we just have to play better. That's it.
You guys are having your backs against the wall now. Just turn it down. Most win these final 5 games.
Say it again. Sorry.
I said you guys have your backs against the wall now with this loss. These final 5 games, and they all must win now.
And we just have to keep playing hard. Anything can happen. We're just gonna keep playing. We're just gonna have to try to make it and keep going.
It seems like you guys are always kind of out of sync when it's Verlander's turn. Like if he pitches well, you guys don't score if something happens, or if you guys score, he's maybe not quite at his best. How strange has that been to watch it, especially with a guy of his caliber?
I just think it's just baseball at the end of the day. We have seen it a bunch of teams. It happens to a bunch of teams, I just feel like it's baseball. It's just sometimes you have it, sometimes you don't.
But if that's your second home in the last 3 or 4 games, just given some of the struggles you had in September, how good is it to have those swings?
Obviously it feels pretty good. Just to help the team, just to be able to produce the way that I know that I can. It feels great to just have my teammates back.